Logistics is at the heart of commerce. Indeed, it is the lifeblood of business and every human endeavor. Trucking is an integral part of the logistics chain. Take a minute to reflect on what would happen to the world economy as it is currently constituted if trucks and truckers were to suddenly become unavailable. I don't think you need up to a minute for the nightmare that would be to hit your consciousness. Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Shipper, on which our focus will be trucking and truckers with emphasis on the ports. My name is Rekia Zubairu. We'll take a short break now. Stay with us.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a need. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily lane. Papa email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
For you, we dey gidigba, hey.
Nigerian Shippers Council with a meeting now for the port of our need.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. That the port access roads have been turned into parks for trucks has been described as an embarrassment. For those who own property and do business in Apapa, it is more than an embarrassment. It actually hits at the bottom line and financial well-being.
What happened now is a lot of people have trucks here. They don't have holding bays. They don't have a truck park. So somebody now, the truck park they have is on our roads. So what do you expect?
Dem face pọ̀ jù débi pé ní gáràjì níbí kankan de mọ́tò wa tó bá páàkì kò sí bí bá lóòdù kò sí bí tó máa páàkì sí gbogbo wàhálà ńlá face kádẹ̀ tó tún wọlé lóòdù náà wàhálà àwọn á máa béèrè owó lóríṣiríṣi.
Just queue on the road. When the task force came, they will tow everybody, even though they will injure some people. Because assuming if the federal government have a mission for us, if this traffic is down, everything will be okay. There will not be, maybe we'll be sleeping on the road 1 month, we are not going out.
In this report, Lucy Ulugbe examines some aspects of the issue.
No doubt, the country needs a strong trucking industry to ensure the smooth movement of goods across the nation. This cannot happen without addressing key issues such as the inadequate road infrastructure and security. The shipper caught up with key truck owners and drivers who laid bare the challenges facing them in the delivery of their services. While some complaints border on the road infrastructure, others border on security. Aside from their complaints, the stakeholders discussed a host of other issues that are pertinent to trucking in the country. Speaking with the shipper, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Mr. Hassan Bello, acknowledged the challenges affecting the operations of truckers. He noted that some roads along the corridor of the Apapa port are not motorable, thereby hindering the smooth movement of trucks. The NSC boss stated that entering the access of trucks into the Lagos logistic ring must be limited. According to the NSC boss, the high cost of transporting containers from the port has limited the number of trips truckers can undertake. Though he acknowledged that trucking is indispensable, he said the Shippers Council favors the multimodal evacuation of cargo. Thus, the NSC is encouraging the use of rail and the inland waterways for the delivery of goods.
About 4 years ago, Nigerian Shippers Council conducted a study where we found out there are excesses about 3,000 articulated vehicles, trucks, tankers in what we call the Apapa logistic ring, while all we need was 1,300 at that time. So this excess constitute a lot of nuisance, distortion. I hope you know that to carry a 20-foot container from the Apapa port to Ikeja could be up to 1 million naira. Now, this is crass distortion. Do you know the reason? Before the roads were clogged, before the so-called gridlock, some trucks could make at least 2 trips, okay? Because the roads were freer. But now, it's making 1 trip per month, if I may say so. There is no road management, traffic management. But at the same time, we are also, Nigerian Shippers Council, saddled with manual operations, the manual for operating at the ports. We are the lead agency. So trucking, traffic management is very important to efficiency of our ports. We have our site there. So it is important that we address, such issues.
The shipper also approached the truck owners to get their thoughts on the state of trucking in Nigeria. Chairman of the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, Alhaji Yusuf Lawal Othman, lamented the bad state of some roads across the country. He noted that the presence of potholes hinders the smooth movement of goods. Alhaji Othman noted that some years back, truck drivers could travel from Lagos to the northern part of the country up to 3 times a week, but the situation is no longer the same. He stated that it now takes up to 7 days for just 1 trip. The NATO president went on to lament the insecurity faced by truck drivers on the roads. On the multimodal evacuation of cargo being promoted by the Nigerian Shippers Council, NSC, the NATO president dismissed speculations that the survival of trucking might be threatened. He stated that trucking remains the #1 means of transportation for goods in Nigeria.
Because there is increase in terms of cost of all these inputs, spare part, you will of course naturally translate or transfer it to the cost of transportation, and which ultimately will be transferred to the goods that people purchase. The solution is short-term, long-term. The short-term is to ensure the roads are patched, are repaired, and ensure that there is adequate security of lives and properties, especially people on the road. Also ensure that the spare parts coming into the country are very good spare parts, the original spare parts. In the long run, there is need for us to have proper design of roads and construction that will last the test of time.
Chairman of NATO in Lagos State, Alhaji Kayode Odunowo, also lamented the security challenges truck drivers face from hoodlums on the road. He blamed security agents for not doing enough to protect truckers. On the welfare of drivers, he disclosed that truck owners now have health insurance in place for truck drivers. He noted that there is no retirement age for truck drivers as long as they have good eyes to ply the roads.
Security agents are not helping us. If we are going, they can easily stop the driver, bring money.
Speaking with the shipper, NATO Deputy Chairman 2 in Lagos State, Ayinla Oriyomi Kamaldeen, reiterated that it's impossible to do away with trucking in the country because of the essential services trucks provide. On the challenges truck owners face, Mr. Kamaldeen said the challenges are numerous. He lamented that it's now difficult to guarantee the safety of trucks and drivers. He also mentioned the issue of bad roads that affect the smooth movement of goods. The NATO Deputy Chairman implored the Nigerian Shippers Council to charge shipper lines to have functional holding bays that can hold their containers. He blamed security agents for exacerbating truck drivers' plight. He also accused them of extortion.
When we are talking about trucking is an international business. In every country, you cannot do without them. Because as we have other mode of transportation, we also have trucking, which is the major means of transportation across the world. And the importance of trucking is that there are areas where you cannot use another means of transporting goods to the final consumer, except you adopt the method of trucking. And secondly is that most of the companies, most of the final consumers, there's no way you can transport your goods to the final consumer or to where those products need to be used. Except you go through trucking.
Chairman of NATO, Apapa Unit, Comrade Wale Oladende, lamented the danger posed by hoodlums who harass drivers. He accused law enforcement agents of often failing to protect truck drivers. Comrade Oladende also called for the provision of more holding bays. He lamented the practice of shipping lines using trucks as warehouses. Speaking on how the mobility challenges affect the cost of goods, he said truck owners now charge much more to move goods. He noted that this causes a rise in cost to the final consumer. The unit chairman added that the constitution of task forces won't put an end to the congestion. Comrade Oladende urged the government to improve the road infrastructure and rid the roads of hoodlums.
We face many challenges in this our trucking business. The road, we have been saying that we should put our vehicle, our truck in a minimum standard. Even if you put your vehicle in 100% minimum standard today, before you use that truck for 2, 3, 4 days in our road, Nigeria here, at the end of the day, it look as if you have been using for months, for years, because of the bad road. The road damage our truck a lot. So that is one of our challenges. And the area boy, the issue of area boy, we have a breakdown of on the road, and you see all these bad boys, they will start molesting the driver.
The truck owners are not the only parties involved in trucking. Truck drivers are also major parties. We asked some truck drivers to disclose some of the challenges they face on the roads.
We are applying the same road to enter. There's no any driver at all that would like to sleep on the road, but the situation causes it. And there's nothing we can do it. No matter, even they do color system, whatever the system, it's not the matter. Those people that is inside the port, they know, because they know what they are gaining out from Nigerian people that import it to. That is why they don't put everything in order.
The road is not good. If we load from the port, before we come out, go where we go deliver, we go reach about 6 or 7 days because of the hold up. If you go where you go deliver the DC and you need to hold up, you can spend about 20-something days.
The village motor there, still go come there, carry battery. Ona go still carry you go station. Say na you Tifan. So this problem, this wahala too much.
Reacting to the challenges mentioned by the truckers, the Executive Secretary of the NSC, Mr. Hassan Bello, said the council is carrying out joint operations with appropriate security agencies to ensure that the wrong extortion of truckers is considerably reduced, if not eliminated. Meanwhile, the NSC boss lauded the government for the road construction projects ongoing around the port. He, however, sought a fast-track approach to the Oshodi-Tinkan Island Port Road, so truckers can deliver goods faster and not be on the road for several days. On the proposed rule that trucks should only travel at night, he said there's been no official communication sent to the Nigerian Shippers Council.
We are calling on the truckers to also have a good attitude. Some of them also contribute to that because they want to jump the queue. Everybody wants to jump the queue, but this is because of lack of management. I'm happy Nigerian Post Authority is working with the truckers for the introduction of electronic call-up system. This is supposed to be panacea for the traffic situation.
Those are just a few of the issues from the perspectives of truckers, truck owners, and the Shippers Council. We are all affected by the distortions that arise from trucking business not running smoothly, as it drives up the costs of goods and services. Shippers Council, as port economic regulator, will continue to weigh in. It's now time to join Segun Aloko, who is standing in for Abike in the Titbits segment. Welcome to the Shipper, Segun. In theatre speak, I know you will break a leg.
Thank you, Rekia, for that warm welcome. Oluwasegun Aloko is my name, and it's Bit on the premier maritime program on television, The Shipper. The newly inaugurated Lagos State Government Task Team on Restoration of Law and Order on Apapa Port Access Road came visiting Nigerian Shippers Council to solicit the cooperation of the council to enable it solve the traffic challenges in Apapa. Addressing the team, the Executive Secretary and CEO of the council, Mr. Azam Bello, described the Apapa traffic situation as an international embarrassment, noting that the traffic in Apapa was affecting the efficiency of the port, and assured the team that the Federal Ministry of Transportation had prioritized the solving of the Apapa traffic situation. According to Bello, the solution will benefit all Nigerians by eliminating the distortions in prices of goods imported into Nigeria. The Nigerian Shippers Council has pledged to scale up its services to Kogi shippers to ensure efficient and effective transport maritime system. Zonal Director, North Central Zone of the Council, Mrs. Ife Okolwe, disclosed this at the inauguration of the new Executive Council for Kogi Shippers Association in Lokoja. Okolwe said the quality, cost, and efficiency of the council services influences the trading environment as well as the overall cost of goods. She appealed to all stakeholders to support the new leadership of the association with ideas and suggestions that would improve the attainment of international trade and contribute to the socio-economic development of the people of Kogi State. And here is our complaint register for the week. A total number of 7 complaints were received. 1 has been resolved, and 6 are ongoing investigations. Some of these complaints include arbitrary charges, over-invoicing, refusal to accept empty container deposit refund, and an impounded truck. At Shippers Council, we leave no stone unturned in ensuring that your complaints are satisfactorily resolved. Here is a letter of appreciation from Mr. Bayton Ladon of Escampo Nigeria Limited, confirming that their bill of lading has been finally issued to them. Sequel to our complaint on the subject matter to your honorable office for the wrongful refusal of our bill of lading number COSU 261-740-3700 by Costco Shipping Lines Company Limited, we are using this opportunity to express our profound gratitude towards your kind assistance and guidance throughout the period of this matter. The bill of lading was finally issued to us. Thanks for your immense support and cooperation. Another stakeholder, Mr. Shola Ogunremi of Crisida International Limited, appreciated the council for the role it played in resolving their dispute with Ports and Cargo Handling Services Limited. The management of the Crisida International Limited, on behalf of our client Steady Engineering Limited, wish to express our thanks and appreciation to the council for the part played in resolving our dispute with Ports and Cargo Handling Services Limited. We particularly note and appreciate the level of professionalism and adherence to rules which the council employed in arriving at the recommendation proffered. It's commendable to see how the council has inspired confidence within the shipping industry. We encourage the council to keep such outstanding performance up. Wishing you the best in your future endeavors. Great, isn't it? Yes, we are super excited and motivated to do more. It is now time to take a look at some news on shipping around the world. British firm Windship Technology has unveiled a true zero-emission ship designed based on the company's patented triple wing rig, a new diesel-electric ship drive system, and the incorporation of large solar arrays. The technical and design teams at Windship said the innovative all-ship solution is able to eliminate carbon dioxide, CO2, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, and particulate matter to true zero, helping the shipping industry to meet stricter emission guidelines. At last, there is a design solution that the International Maritime Organization can champion to achieve its requirement for at least zero carbon in shipping. In China, Taichan and Shanghai ports have signed a cooperation agreement to jointly develop the fourth phase container terminal at Taichan and to promote the integration within the Yangtze River Delta. According to the agreement, Taichan Port will strengthen the cooperation with Shanghai Port to develop container shipping business, promote the integration of resources, and optimize the shipping system for the Yangtze River region. The fourth phase container terminal of Taichan Port will build 450,000 tons class container beds with a maximum output rate of 2 million TEU per year. Operations are expected to start in July this year. Ocean Network Express 1 has successfully conducted a trial use of biofuel to power a 4,830 TEU container vessel in a decarbonization move for shipping. During the trial, the sustainable biofuel was blended with conventional fossil fuels, enabling the Mitsui O.S.K. Line's experience to make its Atlantic crossings between Europe and the United States. The success of the trial proves the viability of biofuels. One aims to use biofuels to reduce CO2 emissions by 25% from a 2018 baseline by 2030 and by 50% by 2050. The waiting will surely be worth it if this is achieved. And that's it on this week's Tidbit. I'll come your way again next time with more juicy tidbits from this corner.
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your needs.
And that's it on The Shipper today. It's been a pleasure bringing the program to you. Do join us again next week. Have a swimmingly great week ahead. Goodbye.